Well, this Saturday night, Scots Celtic singer and performer Jennifer Licko will be returning to Winona's historic Masonic Temple Theater, and appearing with Jennifer will be her special guest, piper Dick Hensoldt. And we're lucky to have both of them with us here today. Jennifer, tell us a little bit about Saturday's show, if you will.
This is going to be very focused on the Scottish music from the Outer Hebrides of Scotland. And it's really interesting and special because it's something that you don't hear a lot of in the United States alone, much less Winona. So it's a really unique concert, I think. And it was actually made possible by the Minnesota State Arts Board. So that's another thing that it's really great that they're giving us the opportunity to be able to share this music with Minnesotans.
Dick, tell us a little bit about your experience. How long have you been playing pipes?
Well, I've played pipes for a long time. I would say about 29 years, but who's counting? And for the longest time, I've played this instrument that I have in my hand, which is not the same as the kind of bagpipes that you march down the street in a kilt wear. And it's a much quieter bagpipe, and so it's really good for putting with voice, for accompanying voice. And it's called a Northumbrian small pipe. It's got a very mellow sound. It's a very vocal instrument. And I also have another set of pipes that I'll have with me on that that are more like Highland pipes that people are familiar with, but they're not nearly as loud. They're also better for accompanying voice. So the pipes that I'm using sound like bagpipes, and they have the drones, and they play bagpipe tunes, but they're more indoor instruments, and they're more instruments for playing with other people, and they're better for playing with voice.
So have the two of you performed together before, and I guess how did you meet?
We've been working together for about a year and a half, I think. I think we started about a year and a half, and I was one of the first musicians in town to contact Jennifer after she moved here, because I tour a solo act around the country, and I was looking for gigs in North Carolina, and on the usual web searches, Jennifer's name came up, and I went to her website, and it said she was a Scots Gaelic singer now living in Minnesota, and I'm really interested in Scots Gaelic music and its relationship with pipe music, and so I contacted her and said, do you want to get together and do some tunes? And she said, well, I don't know anybody else in Minnesota, so I guess so.
No, it's been really great. It also gives me the opportunity to dance, and because I really got involved in Scottish music and Celtic music in general because of my background as a dancer. And I've always loved the bagpipes because I grew up dancing to the bagpipes. So it was, and I've never worked with a piper before, so it's been interesting in so many ways, and it's been a lot of fun too. I get the opportunity to dance because he plays some tunes that I can dance to. So that makes it really fun also. It's fun for the audience as well as fun for me.
So is it going to be just the two of you performing, or will there be a band as well?
Oh no, we don't need the band. We've got the band.
We are the band.
We are the band. Jennifer plays keyboards and guitar and boron, and I play a bunch of different pipes. So there's a different, every time we change tunes, every time we go from one tune to another, it's a different arrangement, it's a different set of instruments. So sometimes, I mean, a lot of stuff for pipes and guitar, and of course, you know, I've got my whistles as well as my pipes, so I've got about 5 different instruments up there, and she's got keyboards and guitars and boron and dancing and singing. So so we mix it up a lot. It's not just solo voice and solo pipes.
And also what's really interesting about this concert is, even if you've never heard Scots Gaelic and you don't understand, which I doubt there'll be anybody that comes to the concert who speaks Scots Gaelic. That would be great if there was. But we do explain the songs, and we talk about their historical significance and also what's happening in the song lyrically. And so that way the audience is kind of clued in, and they can kind of hear what we're talking about when they listen to the music, they'll have a little bit of understanding of what's going on. And that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and it's very lively music too. A lot of the music is dance music.
Yeah.
A lot of another thing that Jennifer specializes in is songs that are dance songs, just songs that are dance tunes, and that's another reason that the pipes and the voice have such a close connection.
Yeah.
She, because the pipes are a dance instrument as well, and so it's a lively program for just
Two of us.
For just two of us. You get your money's worth for the two of us.
Well, before we say goodbye, Jennifer, would you like to run down the date, time, and where we can purchase our tickets?
It's Saturday night at 7 o'clock at the Historic Masonic Theater, and the doors will probably open 6:30 or so. And you can get tickets in advance online by going to my website, which is jenniferlicko.com. My last name is Licko. And then you can also get tickets at the door.
Well, thank you, Jennifer and Dick, for taking some time to talk with us today.
No problem.